We now have details. Formal charges filed against Michael Patrick Morin in International Falls after shots fired at officers. Reading in part from the Statement of Probable Cause, Thursday afternoon, police responded to a disturbance at 114 13th Street in International Falls. Morin was in an agitated state, screaming and waving his arms around. Morin reported that another individual had shot him. The officers asked where he had been shot, and Morin replied, "It doesn't even matter." Officers asked where Morin's girlfriend was, and Morin called for her to exit the residence. The victim stared at the ground most of the time, cowering in a corner of the garage on the property. Morin then asked why an ambulance had not been called for the three people dead. Morin would not clarify his question. Morin was attempting to order the victim back into the house. He continued to yell, "I want the police here." A sergeant spoke with the victim outside of the presence of Morin. She reported that Morin has been freaking out for the last 2 or 3 days and has hardly been calm at all, stating he screams about things that are not real. Morin told her that he believes she put a hit out on him. At this time, Coochin County Sheriff's deputies arrived to assist. This is when officers heard the first gunshot. Morin then yelled, "You're going to effing have one of those through your head." He continued demanding that the real police show up. Morin then broke a window out of the second floor of the residence. The sergeant arrived to assist, and two more shots were fired. The sergeant called out to the defendant while waiting for a response. Another shot is fired. Additional officers were called to assist, and neighboring homes were evacuated. Officers began to order the Morin out of the residence with his hands empty, which he eventually did. A search warrant found a pistol, shell casing, fragments of copper jackets from fired projectiles. Officers also found holes around the residence that would indicate Morin fired the handgun from a position of cover toward the location of the officers. A check of his record shows several qualified convictions of crimes of violence. In this incident, he's now charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault or assault with a dangerous weapon, threats of violence, and domestic assault. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.